Hey everybody, welcome back to the studio and to episode number 4 of Songs from the Studio. We're moving on to song number 2 now. But, like song number 1, we have some new recording limitations and we're going to try to see if we can create inside them. But guess what? It's an even bigger limitation than using one microphone. What is it, you ask?
A 4-track consumer recording device, Fostex X-28. So we will see how much we can push it until we can't do anything else.
This is high tech. I mean, in like 1990 something.
Something like that.
Well, we're gonna find out what we can do on this. Can we create the song that we want to create and make it sound the way we want it on this piece of gear?
Let's find out.
Let's go.
Okay, we are officially in day 1 here of tracking, and we're actually writing the song now. Menno's here. So the way we have this set up right now is for the writing part and drum tracking, Menno is just going right into the radial. DI. And we will use the console aux to send my headphone mix. And Ernesto, this is where we'll set the guitar amp. We have a single Unidyne 3 on the guitar. And the drums we're hearing now were actually part of our pre-production about a month ago.
Let's just loop this, right? So we kind of get a sense for...
Remember, it's not to a grid. Have fun with that loop.
Yeah, but you know, in a
little bar 9 in
somewhat, yeah. So is it...
And everything's going down to this.
I love it. Let's see. See the transition. It's gonna be awesome. See a bar of 116. Let's see.
Can't dance to that.
We gonna fire me and hire Kyle?
That kind of works, right?
As long as you can write to it.
First off, using the Ludwig Green Sparkle, the classic maple, my green monster. I love that sucker. It sounds great. I've got Evans UV1 heads on it. They sound really nice. Peisty Pies. I'm using my 2002 Ride with a pair of signature hats, and then my Formula 602 Crashes, actually, 18s. I may even go smaller, I don't know. We're kind of in the 70s. But mic setup. Roswell Pro Audio overheads. Delphos 2. Love them. Heil PR30s on the toms. The snare is my trusty Mike Parts SDC84 High SPL edition. There's a Heil PR48 in the kick, and that's all we're running. We did decide, after going back and forth on a few sounds, to tighten the room up with some baffles. Basically, I took some panels. This mic is kind of looking this direction, so I got a couple panels here, and the same thing with these panels, and it just kind of tightened things up. And that's the sound we're going to roll with.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Are you hearing me?
Sounds amazing.
Excellent.
Did you record that?
The real drummer will get here and we will do this for real. You guys play a little so I can just hear.
Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey, what if we did that? We could do a little hit at the end of the intro. Bow, bow, bow. Kind of Van Halen style there. Leaving room for a vocal to start so it's not right away.
You mean like leave space before the vocal starts?
Yeah. Let's get into the verse and just kind of follow where my fills are.
All right.
So then we have to get out of that. Then maybe we have to do the tom thing going back to the verse.
But we have that lick to get out of it.
We have a lick to get out of it.
Then let's just play the B real quick so I can learn the lick.
But you started the verse with the 4 on the floor kick, right? I was doing
The first time, yeah.
the running with the devil. Not quite. Why don't we just go into that?
Nah.
You know, I have an idea, because if we go right to the second verse, we can do 2 bars of just dum 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 ka, and then you go into the regular groove on the second verse. That we can do.
Okay, let's just do that for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
And
Here goes nothing. Yep, that's the idea.
let's just hear it.
Rewind the tape.
Because that second verse almost felt kind of long.
You know what could be the chorus? Kind of like Bark at the Moon? The lick. You got cancelled.
Now we got some lyrics.
What if we turn that into a 4-bar little tag? Bottom, ba-down, bottom, ga. Let's make it
Yeah.
if we're gonna tag, because you didn't tag it there. If we're gonna do it, let's do it like 3 or 4 times.
What might be cool, I don't know the notes yet, but so we do that 3 times, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still stuck on that. Sorry, I didn't hear anything you just said.
Like I said, selective hearing is already tuning me out.
Second time. Third time. Stop. Don't hit the first one.
Oh, I like.
But then the notes, I don't know.
Oh. It's all about writing the song in 2 hours.
What'd you say?
Okay?
Gay? I
I mean, we're setting everything up with that beer, right? So, I mean,
Can you solo over there?
yeah, sure, that's easy.
Who are you asking? Seriously. Have you met this guy? You major or you?
Even, yeah.
So let's try this. What? Refresh my brain on the memory.
On the memory?
Okay?
Okay. Ernesto, you got to do the first 4 bars of that with us as a riff.
Yes.
So it's this our Kansas section.
Yeah,
so-
exactly. It's the Kansas section. Exactly, yeah.
Or G, G sharp B. What do
Oh.
you think is better?
Yeah, let's try that one.
What do you like better? This? Or
that.
the second one?
Second
Yeah.
one. All right.
Okay. Or do we want to go back to anything
We got to come back to at least the chorus somehow.
but at this point? Or do you want to go to a breakdown or a middle part or whatever you want?
Oh, it's a connector to get.
I mean, yeah, you want to get back to at least the chorus.
Well, we can just land on E. So,
Go to that arpeggio thing and we just do 8 bars.
yeah.
So we have 4 bars and you just open up on that E, and it's kind of there. And then we go with just a short build-up verse that just kind of just a
Yeah.
crescendo really into a chorus.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can actually end on the tag.
Bam,
Bam, ba-do-do-do. But you can do it 3 times again.
Yep.
or-
You can go, what?
These guys are in there working out some parts right now. Because I already know my parts.
I mean,
this kid
yeah,
sounds
no?
so
Those are like
freaking
actual
cool.
life choices.
I don't know, this one sounds weird. I think the E is better, right? There you go.
All right, it's tape time. The good tape.
All right, big moment. This is the stuff you don't do anymore, which is peeling the actual media where you're gonna do this stuff. You know. Ooh.
Nice.
So this is
TDK, baby.
the 30-minute tape. So it's,
That brand, you know, there's nothing TDK anymore, right?
I don't think so.
All right. All right.
Because someone wanted to record the tape.
blame it on the drummer.
Oh, the drummer's doing fine. It's the engineer that I got the problem with.
And we are recording.
Do we have room for one more on that tape?
I think so.
All right, let's try one más, and then I'll take a listen.
And then, you know, enable all of them.
So we're printing the drums back to the really high-end 4-track.
High-end unit.
Yes.
And yep, there it is.
How hot is that? Probably too hot. We already learned that with this it's not. Do you want to pull it down there? Or do you want to pull it down? Yeah, we should probably keep that gain as low as we can, right? So he is surgically lining up the faders. You can see right over the top of that. This is what happens, people, man. Because we did discover it's not possible to really slam this tape and get anything cool.
No.
We have our 4 tracks of drums right here. We are adding a little bit of extra EQ. The kick drum's getting some bottom, the snare and overhead's getting some top end, and the toms. And then the parallel, I'm actually rolling a bunch of top end off, so it's not extra cymbals.
Okay, let's go to the loudest part.
And all that goes over here, right there. And that's what's sending back.
All right, so the drums are finally finished. We've printed in, so we have our 4 tracks printed in Logic, and now the one concession that we're allowing ourselves in the digital world is to use this, a little RX, just to get rid of the hiss, because there's a lot of hiss, and we don't want to get down the road and go, uh-oh, it's all... All right, we got RX done. We got our drums up on the board. We're going to do a couple things. We have a little bit of... We're sending it over to a bus where we have a pair of Rupert Neves on. We're going to set up the bass amp and do a little test with the bass so we can try to judge to make sure we have our levels with the kick and the snare and everything okay, because once we print the 2-track back and do bass, we're going to print the bass to the drums, and ain't no changing it once that happens.